What's the date today?
It is July 14th of 2009.
Any special incident you heard of today?
I heard over the radio that in Helmand, in the Sangin district, there was a Chinook helicopter shot down. They said that 37 NATO troops were killed in the incident.
What's your name?
My name is Bo Bertho.
Where are you from?
I'm from Idaho, Haley, Idaho, in the USA.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
What belief or religion do you belong to?
I'm Christian.
What was your military occupation?
I'm an airborne infantryman.
Now in details about where and with what groups were you in Afghanistan?
I was placed in the Paktika region out of Fob Sharana. My unit was 501st.
Okay, how and where were you arrested, captured?
I was captured outside of Mes Iskala.
What were you doing?
I was behind a patrol. I was lagging behind the patrol when I was captured.
What was your target or aim for coming to Afghanistan?
We were told when we got here that we were supposed to do joint operations with the Afghan government, army, and police that are here now.
Okay. When you were coming to Afghanistan, what did your leaders tell you? Like, who were you fighting?
Our leaders told us that we would be fighting the Taliban. They gave us no more information on that other than we were fighting the terrorist group called the Taliban.
Had you heard about the Taliban or Afghan in your country? And how they predicted to you?
Yes, we heard of the Taliban was talked about on the news, on the internet, and on TV stations. They are portrayed as a terrorist group. They are portrayed as evil men who killed and murdered, anybody that they could.
What do you think about the war in Afghanistan? Is it going to be easy or difficult?
I think the history of Afghanistan is proof enough that this war is going to be extremely hard for anybody to fight.
Don't you think that you have invaded an independent state and independent people?
Yes, since I've been here and I've seen how these people live and function, we have indeed invaded a very independent state and very independent people.
Innocent civilians are also killed in your bombings and raids. Why do Americans do that? They are not military people.
We are told that the civilian casualties that soldiers like myself inflict upon the populace are simply something that we have to accept in a time of war, and that really we are told that they don't matter.
Whenever you have arrested Afghans, why is that you treat them very badly? You torture, sexually harass, and serve them during investigation. You have also insulted our religious symbols, such as our Holy Quran, our Holy Prophet ﷺ. Why do you guys do that? What's your real purpose for that?
Our commanders have ordered us to gain information by whatever means that we can, and by that they mean there are no rules to what they have us do.
Okay, why do you support this policy of your administration?
We are given no other choice from the government but to do that.
What about the death toll of Americans in Afghanistan? The Americans claim that it's only a few hundreds dead so far. Well, is this true or is it more higher?
I believe the death toll of Americans in Afghanistan is higher than what the government allows the world to know.
Why is the American government hiding or trying to hide the death toll, the actual death toll?
I believe it's because American families don't like losing their loved ones in war, and if they knew the true death toll that the American government is costing the American people, the world and the American people would be very, very unhappy.
What do you say about the morale of American forces in Afghanistan? Are they scared or confident?
The average soldiers that are boots on the ground are scared to die. They don't want to get blown up. They want to go home, back to their families. They don't want to be here. They don't want anything to do with this place. They just want to go home.
So you're saying they're scared?
Yes. They're scared to not see their families again and to not be able to go back to America.
It has been reported because of the war in Afghanistan, a few number of American soldiers are committing suicide and escaping from duty. Does it have any reality?
Yes, there's a huge reality of soldiers killing themselves and going AWOL. They're deserting because they don't want to be here because they know that this is wrong and they just want to go home to their families, or they just can't deal with what's going on here.
The US, compared to Taliban, have better moderate weaponries and transportation. Who do you think is stronger and why?
As an American soldier, I know that we may have the technology, but we use the technology that we have to hide behind. The Taliban and those people fighting against Americans, they have nothing more than a shirt, an AK-47, and extra ammo. They go up against $1 million armed vehicles and weapon systems that are supposed to be state-of-the-art. And they're definitely stronger.
Did you come to Afghanistan on your own choice, or your administration some kind of put pressure on you?
American soldiers have no choice of where they go. It's the government that tells us where we're going to be, and we have no say in any of that.
Now that you have been captured by the Mujahideen of Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, what are your feelings?
Well, I'm scared. I'm scared I won't be able to go home. It is very unnerving to be a prisoner.
Okay. How are the Mujahideen treating you?
They're treating me better than I've been treated just as a guest in a regular household in America. I mean, they literally are treating me like a guest here.
After being arrested or after being captured, you were brought from Paktika to Kandahar. Who controlled this area of around 300 kilometers?
There is no American or Afghan army control of that area because they were able to move me very easily without any worries of interference from allies or Afghan army. They have no control.